up, y'all? It's Joe Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, this week has pretty much become the Iam Tongi marathon. Today, just when I posted up one Iam Tongi reaction, boom! People are recommending us check out his new song. This is the one I believe that he's going to be performing on the finale of American Idol.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're getting a sneak peek, if you will. It feels like a little bit cheating because I kind of want to enjoy the moment on the show, but you know what? We can't wait. I mean, seriously, like, you think we're going to wait for this? Hell no!
No! Oh my God, he has an original
This
song.
is an original. And just from the title, I can already tell it leans into the whole theme, really, about like why he ended up on the show and why we feel so connected with him. I'll be seeing you.
Like for dad, right? I'll be seeing you someday, or we'll be together someday.
You know, I think this is actually a really great song that reflects not just his connection to, you know, his father, but this is actually a great song for anyone who has a loved one that has passed away. It could be, you know, a parent. It could be, you know, a spouse. It could be a best friend. It's just being able to say that, hey, you know, one day, you know, we'll be together again, you know, and that is what keeps me going. I was just watching him on his Instagram talking about this. And it's interesting because they recorded this at the Sound Factory, which is this really well-known studio in Hollywood, of all places, because I think that's where they filmed the show. A whole bunch of people got to make music here, from Dolly Parton to Jackson 5, Marvin Gaye, a lot of the classics, man. So you could just tell he was, oh man, I can't believe this is, you know, happening type of thing.
Damn.
So that's exciting, man. I mean, this journey that American Time takes you on. Yeah, I know. It's like, even if you make it as an artist, you very rarely get to enjoy, I would call, all these kind of things that American Idol just brings to you. And it's probably one of the few shows that, you know, takes it this far. In fact, he's not just the only one who has an original track. All three final contestants have their original track. They're all recording it right now. So that's one thing I do love about this show. They really do try to prop up the top ones to give them a shot, a little bit of a boost.
Right, right.
Unlike, I say, you know, if you ever watch The Voice, the joke has always been like, all right, well, who's still famous from The Voice? And it's very hard to name one or two, even three people from that show, and they don't do what American Idol does here, which is, you know, give you a homecoming.
Yeah, they make you feel special.
They make you feel special, and it makes us as viewers feel more connected too, right? And so that takes that leap of faith from the show to becoming something bigger, less of a leap and less of a risk, because it's more natural of a transition, which is awesome. I've been debating if I should make a video just full of tips on how he can make it in the music industry. And I've done this before with a couple of other contestants and other shows, and they actually found it really valuable. They would reach out to me, say, thanks, you know, there's some great tips. You know, it's one of those things where, because I used to work in the entertainment industry, and I was an executive at a company that had a music label, you know, I find that a lot of new people who are coming into the industry aren't quite nailing the formula of how to blow up. Right. And especially in this day and age where it's a lot less about marketing campaigns and much more about social media and virality and things of that nature. So it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should give that kind of advice to him as well. If you think that video might be interesting, let me know, and, you know, we'll see if we're about putting it together, whether, you know, before the finale or sometime right afterwards. All right. Let's do this, yo.
Yes, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. All right. By the way, if you want to hear some wicked, wild stories, you got to check out my podcast.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show.
All right, let's do this. And away we go. Very slow song.
Your wish, all of the last, your grave, stay in my heart, stay in my mind for all of time. But I've seen the worst, and I'm sure I'll be alright. I'm doing just fine, only for a time.
Ooh, that voice.
It already hits me right here.
Where do I go from here? No, I'm lonely, but have no fear, 'cause I is all I have left. I'll stand tall, stay in my house, or stay in the dark, 'cause you look for me. Maybe I'm bound to break out, wanting more. I can't resist the thought of you lingers on me now. Heaven knows no tears, but if only you were here. But I'll be seeing you, seeing you, wherever I go. I'll be with you, be with you, wherever I go. Cause I'll be seeing you, seeing you, wherever I go. And I'll be with you, be with you, wherever I go.
Woo.
That was beautiful.
Wow.
I mean, that's Tongi 2.0 right there.
My goodness, like his voice was enhanced beautifully,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
more with this studio.
It's-
Maybe that's why we need to go to that studio.
Baby, you practice on your
I'm just
karaoke
kidding.
microphone first, and then you get to Iam Tongi level. I will have a personal session for you at the Sound Factory.
Wow.
It's, man, it's funny because we were just, reacting to, in fact, we'll still post a one more reaction from one of his, the ones that he posts up on his channel. And, those are raw, right? And a lot of them are when he's younger, he's a kid, he's just breaking out his phone, recording, and they sound great. But man, when something's professionally produced like this, the sound quality is so different, a whole nother level, like 2.0 level. I'm not even talking just about sound quality. Like, there's so many layers to this song that you could tell that it was professionally produced by people who know how to make music, with a backup
No, I can
chorus
hear
and
more of his voice.
his voice is fuller, but they also added a little bit of a synthesis sound to it to make it very airy, and almost the whole thing felt very dreamlike. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're almost like floating away on a cloud, or
So
you're
angelic.
Yeah, it's just so well produced. Oh my goodness, it's so well done.
He wrote this, yeah?
That I don't know. From my understanding, part of the experience, American Idols, that they hook you up with people who are, professionals on how to know how to do this. I'm sure he has a say in terms of, how this comes together, because this was part of my concern initially when he was going to do this is, are they going to capture enough of the flavors that made him so far? right? The fact that he plays a guitar, a small one, not a ukulele according to Jelly Roll, but a small guitar, and they got that. It's going to have some of the Hawaiian kind of flavors or the island themes, and they do have that too, like with the kind of instruments in the background. So there's just enough of that. Maybe I wish I was a little bit more of it, just so that it's more distinctly him. But I think he had a lot of say in that because of it. But there's no doubt that real professionals working with him on this, it's such a level up from what he's done before. That was amazing.
Wow. I didn't expect that. That was beautiful.
I didn't expect that either, actually. I was...
Right from the beginning, the guitar.
That first note he hit was like, boom, it instantly pulls it in. It was the right note at the right volume. It was just everything about, and then you just kind of have to let go. It's funny because this competition makes you on edge the whole time, and you're just like, all right, is it going to happen? And this just, so if they wrap up the show with this, I feel like it would be perfect way as a send off. Like this is the way we want to end the show, on this type of note, not this big extravagant, number where you're seen to the sky kind of thing.